Ma'am, drop the pipe!
This morning, we will go over two notable incidents that happened in the state of California. These are a series of events related to suspects using various types of tools and dangerous objects to resist law enforcement. The first individual is a woman. She not only used a dumbbell bar to attack pedestrians, but also held that same bar to confront the police. In another incident, a different suspect was carrying a toy gun that looked exactly like a real firearm, causing passengers on the train to panic and run away. In the end, this person even used the fake gun to confront officers armed with rifles. That morning at 8:55 a.m., the West Valley Police Division in Los Angeles received multiple calls reporting that someone was holding a metal rod and attacking pedestrians at the intersection of Reseda and Hatteras. At that moment, another person also spoke up.
I'm with a resident right now, bleeding, and according to her, she was taking a walk, and I guess somebody hit her, and she fell.
After receiving the report, Los Angeles police officers quickly deployed multiple personnel to the scene to handle the situation. A neighbor of the victim recounted what he had witnessed and helped provide information to the police.
My neighbor got hit in the head with a pipe. It was by some man. My wife took her to the hospital. I think she's there right now, but I did a quick sweep. I didn't see anyone with driving around. I didn't see anyone with a pipe. Just want to point that out in case,
Did she? So your wife took this other person to the hospital?
Yeah.
Một cảnh sát viên xác nhận lại thông tin.
Right after that, officers moved to the area behind the ambulance to check on the condition of another victim. This man was also attacked by the suspect using a metal pipe and was bleeding from the assault.
Totally unprovoked and just.
A few minutes later, based on witness and victim accounts, police located the suspect at a nearby 76 gas station and were able to confirm her identity. The body-worn camera of Officer Number 1 recorded the entire encounter as he was holding a foam round launcher worth $1,400, a low lethality support weapon that fires two 40mm foam rounds, creating a painful impact, forcing the target to stop their actions and comply with police commands. This is footage from the body camera of Officer Number 2. Both officers used low lethality support weapons and successfully hit the suspect. But she still held the metal bar and charged straight at them. The situation forced Officer Number 2 to fire multiple shots to subdue her. Right after that, officers at the scene provided first aid for her, but when she was taken to the hospital, the suspect was confirmed deceased. Later on, authorities identified the suspect as Jessica Brown, 35 years old. She had multiple prior offenses related to theft and had a long history of mental health issues. This is the dumbbell bar that she used during the incident. Just one day earlier, Brown had also used the dumbbell bar to damage several cars. In this incident, a total of 8 pedestrians were attacked, but fortunately no one was in life-threatening condition. After the incident, the family of Brown hired an attorney to file a lawsuit against the Los Angeles Police Department. her younger sister, Unka Famer, stated that Brown had mental health problems and that the police should have called a crisis response unit. She said that law enforcement should have used non-lethal methods instead of firing shots. After that, Officer Number 2, the one who fired the shots, was placed on administrative leave while authorities conducted an investigation. The California Department of Public Safety is currently conducting a full investigation to evaluate whether the use of gunfire was justified. Next is another incident that also occurred in California. That night at 8:55 p.m., the San Diego Police Department received a 911 call reporting that on a trolley heading towards San Isidro, a disturbance was taking place. A man repeatedly pointed a gun to threaten passengers. Footage from the surveillance camera inside the trolley showed the man swaying in the red car, and the person in red was the suspect. After the trolley had been moving for about 10 minutes, he suddenly stood up and pulled a gun out of his pocket. Not only that, he also waved the gun around, causing passengers to panic. The people on the trolley immediately got off at the next stop and used their phones to call the police. When the trolley stopped, all the passengers had already left, leaving only the suspect walking toward the back car and pointing the gun. At the final station in San Isidro, the trolley stopped operating. 2 San Diego police officers quickly arrived at the station to handle the situation. At the scene,
Inside the train? Okay. Hey, I got Isaac. Hey, I got him. Hey, San Diego Police! Hands up! Hey, I need to open the door right now. Open the door.
At this moment, the suspect was sitting alone on a bench inside the car, constantly shaking his head back and forth and completely ignoring police commands.
He's not listening to commands. The carriage is currently closed. Hey, San Diego Police! Hands up! Hey, let me see your fucking ass! Let me see your fucking ass! Drop! Drop! Get the fuck! Get the fuck! Hey, let me see your fucking ass! Let me see your fucking ass! Drop! Drop! Get the fuck! Get the fuck! Shots fired! Shots fired! Shots fired!
Through footage from Officer Number 1's body camera, it can be seen the suspect raised the gun and pointed it toward Officer Number 2, forcing both officers to fire at the same time. The investigation later identified the suspect as Mauricio Sanchez Ramos, 19 years old. He was struck by multiple rounds and was pronounced dead at the scene. The gun Ramos used was later found to be just a BB airsoft toy gun. However, at the moment Ramos pointed the gun toward the officers, they had no way to determine whether it was real or fake. After the incident, Ramos' family prepared to file a lawsuit in federal court demanding compensation from the San Diego Police Department. Their attorney, Stephen King, stated,
What's also even more shocking is that when Mauricio was encountered by the police officers when they first observed him, he was by himself. He didn't pose any risk of danger to anyone. He was sitting down, still rocking back and forth.
The family believes Ramos had long-term mental health issues, and his constant head shaking and body rocking at that moment were signs of an episode. They believe the police should not have opened fire while Ramos was experiencing a mental crisis. Currently, the lawsuit filed by the Ramos family is still under review. The incident ended with the suspect fatally wounded and no officers injured. Welcome to the next case. This is the story of a female judge in the U.S. who was caught in the act for inappropriate behavior in public and was handled by police on the spot.
What are we doing?
For an Uber.
This is disgusting.
I'm waiting for an Uber.
Okay, this is unacceptable.
At that moment, the husband tried to pull his wife away from the scene, but was immediately restrained by police.
Just take these.
So what exactly happened to this couple? Early morning on October 4th, 2025, on a street in Yavapai, Arizona, police received a report of a woman urinating in public A nearby patrol unit immediately went to check the situation.
What are you doing? Why? What are we doing?
For an Uber.
This is disgusting.
I'm waiting for an Uber.
Okay, this is unacceptable. Where's your ID?
Khi cảnh sát đến nơi, họ phát hiện một phụ nữ đang tiểu trên bãi cỏ bên đường.
At that time, they still didn't know that the woman was Christine, a superior court judge of the local high court, and the courthouse where she worked was only a few hundred feet away. They may have even met each other during daily work. So after learning her identity, would the police show her any leniency?
Spell your first name. Spell it.
While the police were asking for her personal information, her husband walked over. Perhaps because his wife was a judge, he acted arrogantly, thinking he could just take his wife away.
Yeah, you can, because I'm conducting an investigation. What? Because I just saw her puking and urinating, exposing herself to several people. Okay, you can go by the cab or you can continue to interfere with the investigation. Okay. Last chance, go over to the cab. Okay, well, then you're...
The officers repeatedly ordered the man to step aside and not interfere with their duties, but he refused to comply, so he was immediately handcuffed.
I gave you several chances, and you don't want to listen.
While being handcuffed, the man continued resisting, forcing the officers to pin him to the ground.
Get your ass on the fucking ground, dude.
I'm not doing anything.
515, we're fighting.
I'm not fighting.
It's important to know that in the U.S., obstruction of law enforcement is a crime. When officers are on duty, citizens must keep a proper distance as instructed. Failure to obey can be considered obstruction and will be handled according to the law. The husband not only ignored the officer's instructions, but also resisted while being handcuffed, so he was additionally charged with resisting arrest, and he is likely facing jail time.
You're gonna give us a minute.
Seeing the situation escalate and her husband being arrested, Judge Christine finally couldn't take it anymore and decided to reveal her identity, hoping the police would show mercy.
Well, my name is Judge Christine Olsen.
Okay.
But the police could not simply let her go, because the entire incident was being recorded, and if they covered it up, they could lose their jobs.
You understand this was like totally unnecessary, that she was just going to get a ticket, and when an officer is giving you an order, you should comply, not interfere with the investigation. And then when an officer goes to grab and detain you, okay, regardless, I saw her with her entire underexposed peeing in that bush, as well as several other people. Okay.
The officers explained that this was originally a minor issue. She would have only received a citation, and if her husband had listened earlier, he wouldn't have been arrested. So after that, the officers returned Christine's ID and driver's license and handed her the citation. Under U.S. law, minor offenses typically do not result in jail time, but are handled with administrative fines, after which the violator must appear in court. Ironically, the court Christine must appear before is the very same courthouse where she works. She was ordered to appear on October 27th.
Make sure you appear on October 27th. Don't lose a piece of paper. Yep. Urinating in public. There you go.
Okay.
Any questions? No questions?
What are his charges?
Resisting arrest and then also interfering with an investigation. So, yep. Make sure you're not walking out, and I don't want you to get hit by a car or something.
Is he getting taken somewhere?
Yep, he's going to the jail. He's going to the jail. So he'll see a judge in the morning.
In the end, Christine's husband was taken to the local jail on 2 charges: obstruction of law enforcement and resisting arrest. The incident spread online, sparking widespread debate. Under public pressure, Christine voluntarily resigned from her judge position and posted a statement on social media saying that the decision was made after considering her health and her family. She also said that Yavapai County deserves better judges. Public urination in many countries is considered merely uncivilized behavior, and in this case, the female judge simply lost control because she was drunk. She received a citation, while her husband, due to his arrogance and refusal to obey police, ended up in jail, making the situation far more serious. The officers in the video fulfilled their duty properly. They did not show leniency because of her position, demonstrating the principle that everyone is equal before the law. A commendable action. So what do you think about today's case?